generation will always strive for excellence for a better future, and together we can accelerate the realization of MRC Grade 2027.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are delighted to extend an invitation to our esteemed speaker, Dr. Siew Kim, who will now share insight on a topic of utmost significance, 21st century skills and learning in early childhood. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome Dr. Siew.
Thank you very much. Thank you, our lovely MC. Good morning, and good morning to our Dr. Lim, our director, Dr. Gore, as well, and all teachers here. I will just address you all as teachers because here today, in this morning, we all are teachers, correct or not? So you all prefer me to go around down there or up here? Up there, so that I will reach you. No worry, I won't move around, but the mic still will move around, okay? Okay, I think it's okay. I used to go closer to my audience or my teachers so that we can have more interaction, right? So actually, Dr. Lim and Dr. Gold are really impressed with last night's event. Yeah, I feel like all the teachers here, you all are very lucky because we have a very strong background, our backbone to support us, you see. So, but of course, with this support, I hope that all of us will also, increase our professional knowledge, and our capability in dealing with our children. Our friends over there at the back, can you see me? Yeah, can you or not? I should be on the stage. Okay. All right. So maybe I will just do some little bit of introduction of myself. Actually, I'm still attached with Ministry of Education. I'm working with Curriculum Development Division. Well, you will ask what is Curriculum Development Division. Actually, we are developing curriculum from preschool to high school. Okay, but my part is basically for preschool education. Okay, we are developing the curriculum that you all are using right now, the KSPK. Are you using the KSPK? I see some nodding, some are not really sure. So we as an educator in early childhood or preschool, we are using that KSPK, the curriculum. Okay, we are using the curriculum that what we are doing. Yeah, for your information, actually, Ministry of Education is revising the curriculum from right now. And the new curriculum will be coming in 2026 or 2027. That's still in the process, okay? So why we are revising the curriculum? Because we want to keep up to date to the global trend, all right? So I was a teacher as well. I was a teacher in secondary school and was in school for 5 years. After that, I served in Ministry of Education until now. Okay, so I was given the topic by Dr. Ham. We are saying that we would like to explore more on 21st century skills. Yeah, teachers, do we know what is 21st century skill? This is so important. Yeah. Anybody can answer? We have the mic around, right? Maybe we can pass it around. Anybody can answer the question that we have a secret or we have surprise for you, we have present for you. 21st century skill. Is it related to our early childhood context? What do you think? What do you think? Do you think 21st century skill is important in early childhood context? Since our children are so young, yeah? They are so young. What does it matter? Teachers. If you can't, you can answer in English, you can answer in BM, you can answer in Chinese as well. 我可以回答啊，我可以听，我可以帮你翻译啊。Does it matter? 21st century skill.
Excuse me, I have some answer here.
Okay, come.
Do I need to stand up?
Yes, please. you.
Because now everyone talking about open source, so I Googled a little bit.
Oh, Google, okay, good.
So,
Make use of technical, okay.
He mentioned about critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, communications. There are a lot, but
Yes.
hopefully it hits your, expectation on my answer. Is it?
Thank you. What's your name, please?
Cyrus Lee.
Oh, Cyrus Lee. Okay. Take the notes down on the name. Later we can collect the
Thank you so much.
Okay. We know about 21st century skills and all that, right? So does it matter with our early childhood context? How does it matter? We'll look at that. We said we would like our children to learn about 21st century skills so that they can live in the future life, right? Can live in the 21st century. So what does it look like actually in our real life right now, existing? We are living in this kind of world, isn't it? Or the future world will be like this. What do you think? Is that so? You know, the climate change, okay? The crisis, we are using technology, we have flood. Actually, from the picture over here, friends over here, actually our children or our next generation or the generation right now, we are living in this kind of world. The climate's changing, and we have a lot of crises in the world, we have wars, and we have exploitation, deforestation, all happening in the world. Okay, to make sure our children can live harmony or can live peacefully in the world, we need to equip them with all the 21st century skills, as just now we mentioned, but how does it relate to it? And if you want, this is the real, or from my side, I feel like this is important, that we want to create a world where our children can live in. Don't you agree? Do you like this or the previous picture? Okay, if you want to make our children to have these kinds of environment or these kinds of world to stay on, or after this time, maybe our children, yeah, we have grandson. Some of us, I see our friends over here like 20 years. All right.
My name is Kamala. I have been in the education field for a long time. I would like to say something that I feel. Children these days, or before my era, that is in the 60s or 50s, they are the same. But we have been putting in a lot of information into the heads of the children, forgetting moral values for them. So whether they are going to be in 2026 or 27, children are the same, and learning comes with maturity. So we do not force education in the form of information into the children's head. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You see, values. We are not putting information, we don't want to put a lot of information to our children, but we want to create the awareness about moral values or the love, the humanities inside our children. Okay, this is what we are going to share today, yeah? We are going to share today. So if we really want to reach a real peace in our children or the world, actually, we should look into how we educate our children. Okay, this is like Cikgu Mala, Teacher Mala said just now, yeah? We are telling about 21st century skill. What is it about? How does it relate to our children? Let's explore more, okay? So teaching and learning in this kind of, in early childhood, actually, what we taught in school and what actually needed by the world is very different. Don't you agree? What we have learned when we were young is all about information, like Teacher Mala was telling. We have learned a lot of information. We learn about this, we learn about that. We go through all the assessment, but does it really relate to what we need by the world right now? Okay, when we teach in our school, in our preschool right now, okay, in your task house, do we teach them the skill that they can adapt to the world? or we just give them a lot of information about how heavy things can sink, or lighter things can float, all those kind of information, or we teach them how to explore the world. Do we equip them with the skill? That is what we want to explore, okay? What is 21st century skills and how does it relate with our children? Okay, all teachers here, our friends over here, we see this is by OECD since 2016, 21st century skill. They talk about the literacy, the competencies, and the qualities. There are 3 areas that we need to explore. It's kinds of a lot. It's overwhelming with all these skills, soft skill, foundation, the competency and the quality. But this is all that we need to embed it in our teaching and learning in the early childhood context. We need to rethink about that. And if it is really critical, how we make it more meaningful to our children. Okay, how we make it more meaningful to our children. At the end of the year, at the end of a teaching, at the end of the life, the 21st century actually is just to want to equip our children or our generation to stay well or stay peacefully or can sustain their life in this world. True or not? Yeah? So, you can see from here again, this is also from OECD and it's a research from Pearson. The top 10 skills in 2015 compared to top 10 skills in 2020. There's a vast difference. And again, 2018, they come out with the top skill for 2030. The top skill, you can see that from earlier we talk about complex problem solving, people management, critical thinking, and in 2020 we are talking still on problem solving skills among our children, for the learners. And in 2030s, they are talking about learning strategy, fluencies of ideas, active learning. All this is basically what can we conclude from here. You can see here, learning strategy, social perspective, okay? It compared the two countries over here. One is UK and one is US. And there are similarities between UK and US. And of course, why we look into, or we look forward to UK and US only, but because the research was done over here. But of course, when we look at this skill, actually is applied, it can be applied to our Malaysia context, So the top skill. So now I just want to bring you all, relate to just now what are the skills that we are talking about, 21st century skills. In our context here, I'm sure here we have a lot of entrepreneurs, and we also have engineer over here. Okay, just we can imagine, I just want to ask you, what kinds of characteristics that you currently relate to the engineer, to an engineer? Normally, if we say a good engineer, what kinds of characters they need to have? Can somebody tell us? What kinds of skills that the engineer currently need to utilize? What do the engineer, what does the engineer do? Anybody?
Logical thinking skills.
What does the engineer do? Okay, building, developing, create something, innovation. So engineers, we always relate the characters with the engineers or the skill they need, logical thinking, problem solving, and all this, right? So now we look at this again. If you consider the list of the skills that we talked about just now, because we are talking that in the future generation, we might want our children to be an engineer, right? You want your son, your girls to be an engineer. So it's not only the logical thinking, if you look at that. Sociology, anthropology, fluency of ideas, social perspective, service orientation. Why is it important then? Engineers create or solve problems because they want to solve problems. Or they solve problems to serve the humanity purpose. Maksudnya, cikgu di belakang maksudnya seorang jurutera tu dia buat kerja, dia bukan untuk menyelesaikan masalah yang dia nak selesaikan, betul tak? Dia selesaikan masalah untuk siapa? Untuk customer dia, betul? Jadi, the humanity, the social perspective are very important in the future world. That is the humanity coming in the IR 5.0. In the industrial transformation, the IR 5.0, the revolution, actually we are focusing on the humanity's values. As Teacher Mala was telling, the moral value, the values that we respect to the humans, the humanity's values are very important right now. Okay, so according to the Pearson's prediction, so if the engineer in 2030 is no longer only the information, not maklumat sahaja, 已经不再是资讯而已. It's more on the skill. It's more on the skill that they need to have. What kinds of skill? The critical, the creative thinking skill, and of course, there's one is the social perspective. They need to be active listening or active listener. Why they have to be active listener as an engineer? Why? Siapa juruterang kat sini ya? Kat situ kok. Yang technician dia kat situ. What do you think? Why do we need to be an active listener in the 21st century? Why? What do you think? Why do we need?
Yes. I think because the engineer need to understand the customer needs, what is their problem, so they're able to solve the problem.
Yeah, that's true. We couldn't solve problems just because we want to solve the problem. So that is the 21st century skills. That's why we are here today to know what is 21st century skill. Then we can cultivate our generation with the 21st century skill. Okay? Understand? We are not putting a lot of information in our children's learning. Okay? Alright, so what are those skills that our children need actually in early childhood? You remember just now the slide with the 3 portions? Knowledge, competency, and all that. We say the communication is a soft skill right now. We say the creative thinking is a soft skill. Not the knowledge on the science, the mathematics, those are hard skills that we have the exam, yeah? Sometimes we say that is soft skill. So when I read an article, they say, soft skills looks or sounds like very easy. Is it? Is that very easy to learn the soft skill? Senang tak belajar kemahiran soft skill ini? Communicate, understand each other. Like Dr. Lim just now shared with us the intra and the out, from outside to inside, inside to outside, how to communicate with the social, with the community that you are looking into. That are all soft skills. How to collaborate with people, how to work together with the friends they are going to work together. That is soft skill. But those skills actually is very difficult to teach. Can you teach your children in your classroom with all those soft skills? Tak boleh. Why cannot?
They need to learn through the activities. They need to experience it. Then only they can take in the skills.
Are you Miss Coloring students? Okay, correct. Because some soft skills we cannot teach them. Not like I teach you about the science knowledge, I teach you about the maths knowledge. Those skills they only can acquire through their learning platform, through the opportunities of learning or playing, throughout the life in the schooling time or the daily life, they can acquire that kinds of skill. But how to give them that kinds of platform? As an educator here, cikgu-cikgu di sini, we need to provide. We are not only providing our children with the information or maklumat, but we are providing them with the rich experience and a rich environment for them to learn all these soft skills. So actually, soft skill is not easy for me, especially in early childhood. Yeah. So instead of saying those are soft skills, I really agree with the professor from Harvard. He said these are key skills. Last time we had IQ, and here you look at the logo. It says it's a key I. So it's a key skill. Yeah, QI, key skill. Okay, the key skill, there are 7 key skills that actually can share with you. Just would like to share with you. One is me skill. Can you relate what is me skill? You know, in early childhood, we talk about me skill. Actually, it's about 21st century skills as well. In 21st century skill, we talk about metacognitive. How to learn. How to learn by yourself. How to think. You know, how to do the planning. All those are metacognitive strategies. And these are me skills. The children need to know themselves. They need to know themselves. They need to recognize themselves. Just like we all here. You all know that yourself, right? Who are you? Cikgu, who are you?
I'm an educator.
Yeah, I'm an educator.
Kindergarten level.
I'm a kindergarten teacher. I'm a kindergarten educator. I know myself. I know my role. That is me skill. I'm very confident with myself. That is the me skill that the children need to know. Yeah, they need to know themselves. They need to know their emotion. They need to know their competence, their capability. These are me skills. In 21st century, or living in existing condition or the future world, they need to learn this me skill. I think this is very important. And the second one is we skill. So who can explain the we skill? Just imagine, what is we skill? What do you think? We talk about me skill, now we talk about we skill. Can we? Semua tak nak tengok saya.
Visa is among a group of people. They doing things together, learn together.
Good. Cikgu Mala. So the we skill, again, when we say 21st century skill, the we skill is not that difficult. We are talking about togetherness. How we can train our children about the we skill, the togetherness. During their play, in the sand play, do they play with their children?
Yeah,
Do they play with their
it's teamwork, teamwork.
Good. Teamwork, play together, sharing, all are we skill. Yeah? So the third one, we talk about why skill. What is why skill? Imagine, I'm sure you all are very competent enough and very competent. Yeah? What is why skill? Why skill? Siapa nak jawab? Who wants to answer? Why? Yeah.
I think children need to know why their parents put them in the school. I always remember when the children starting to first day in the school, so they were crying. You know, they have looking for their parent. So young children, they must know what is the reason the parents put them into. Not only the teachers not to know, and the teacher have to tell the children they are very safe in the school. You know, they are learned. They have meet friends and teachers in school. I can think of is what is the reason of why.
Okay, good. The why skill, yeah, they are curious. Why skill is related to curiosity. Why our children, why we need to equip our children with curiosity? Can we teach them curiosity? You need to be curious. You need to ask a lot of questions. We repeat this kind of words, will we equip our children with the curiosity, the inquisitive in learning? Can we? No. How then? We start to talk to them. We start to question, answering, right? We provide them with a lot of good environment for them to explore. That is the why skill coming in. So why skill is important to equip our children who are curious about the world. Then they can come up with the innovation. Like Dr. Ng, you are creating the platform, the digital. If you are not have the kinds of curiosity about the world, about the metaverse, the meta world, you will come up with that kinds of platform, right? So the why skill is important. That is about creativity and curiosity. It is included in the 21st century. Yeah, Teacher Mala, 21st century why skill is not difficult. It's related to our child. We won't put any extra information. Where's Teacher Mala? Where you are at the back, okay. Yeah, so we are not giving them the information, but we providing with the platform, and we want to cultivate the attitude in finding out furthermore. Yeah, so that they can do some innovation in the later year. Will skill, what is will skill again? Will. What is will skill? Will skill is the determination. They must have their goal. Do you think it's important for our children? For them to know what they want. And then they set the goal. That is the will, the dignity. The vigor. Okay, you look at the vigor. Vigor I like the most. Now today we say we want to give our children a lot of information, a lot of knowledge. So how we want to equip them? Only 24 hours in a day. So confine them in the room. Learning and learning. After learning, learning. After learning, learning. Is that correct? We say according to the research, children are active learners. They need to move around. Correct enough? Do you give your children ample time in exploring or doing outdoor activities? How much time you give it to them? Do you know, according to the research, activity or physical activity at least an hour per day. Do we provide our children minimum an hour per day according to WHO? Yeah, the World Health Organization, at least an hour a day. But do we provide them with that? Or doesn't it lah? Because I need to comply to the requirement or to finish all the curriculum. So I need to confine them 4 hours with learning. That is not enough. Actually our children, why we need to train our children to be active and moving around? Why? Engineer or the scientists, do they sit down and the innovation will come up top? Will they? We have a lot of hands-on right now. If a person who is not active enough, they couldn't come out. They don't do a lot of experiment, they don't do a lot of hands-on, they couldn't come up with the idea. They cannot experience it. So health and physical actually is very important. Yeah. So in 21st century, we are not saying that we let them use the digitals, the technology is enough. Then they only exercise the finger, right? So that is not correct. Yeah. So in 21st century, we also want to cultivate an active learner. Active means they are active physically. Wobble. What is wobble? Look at that. The picture. What is wobble? What picture is that in the middle there? How do you relate that? Huh? Stone. Steps? Huh? I heard just now. Yes, egg. It's an egg. Why eggs is important? Can somebody tell me? I love the picture because wobble tells us. You know, when we were young, we played with the wobble eggs. Toy, and then come back, bounce back, bounce back. What does it mean? Huh? What does it mean? 不倒翁啊，有没有？不倒翁 in BM call apa? Bouncing back eggs, right? So why is that so cute? Why? You knock on him, you come back, bouncing back. Don't you think it's important for our young children to have that kind of attitude, that kind of mindset? Yeah. So wobble is related to resilience. Okay. So 21st century, that is important. The grit, yeah, the perseverance, the resilience is very important. And the next one is what if. What if is about creativity and innovation. Now, what if this I cannot do? What if I do that? What if and what if? I think SSM is very good in what if. That's why you all can sustain until now. What if make our children think the way out of the box, or think about the innovation. Keep thinking, keep innovating. Yeah, innovate something new. That is the 21st century that we need to equip ourselves or equip our children with all those skills. Yeah. Friends over here, we want our children to have these skills. First of all, what should we do? What should we do? We want to have our children to have these skills. What can we do? What should we do? Yes. I changed my shoe to sport shoes so that I can run.
Increase our learning skill first. Keep on trying or enjoy the HQ course training.
Wow! Dr. Lee, you need to give present for this teacher. She said, continue the professional development, attend the course by SSM. What's her name? Call out the name.
I offer her FOC to attend all the courses in HQ. Actually, courses at HQ.
Okay, good. See, correct. You want our children to be equipped with all this 21st century. Do we have that? We ourselves, we as a teacher, we are the model for our children. So don't tell me that I don't have this skill, but I want our children to do that. True enough. I want you to be active, so I have to run fast. No, I want my children to be innovative. They can ask a lot of good questions. So we need to equip ourselves to ask good question. Janganlah setiap hari tanya, cantik tak? Boleh tak? Suka tak? So the answer will be, suka, cantik, cikgu saya suka. So those kinds of questions is not up to the taxonomy group. So we want our children to know how to ask questions. Teacher, practice from now. Learn this asking question skill, questioning skill. Alright, there are a lot more we can explore as an educator, yeah? Alright, so these are the skills that our children need, and this is what I say, yeah? This is the research telling you. All those skills important, the basic one, don't worry. But the physical activities, don't forget about it, because active children will spark their neuron, yeah? Okay, so now we are saying how we want to bridge. Just now our teacher already tell us, make ourselves equipped with that kinds of skill, and at the same time, we need to conduct or we need to do some teaching and learning process, plan our teaching and learning process in the most appropriate way. What are those teaching and learning process appropriate to our children? What have you learned? In our curriculum, in our KSPK, we suggested a couple of teaching and learning strategies. Can you all name one? Name one? Miss Geraldine. Can somebody name one strategy that you are using in your school? Can you name one in the KSPK? You can name one, I will give present. Learn through play. Well, good. I got it from Taiwan. Okay, so what else? But yes, higher. Okay, others, other active. Okay, my good. Can we pass the mic to them?
Fun and easy. Okay, talking, learning, and fun and easy.
Okay, talking, learning, fun and easy is common there. Is there any very specific pendekatan or strategy?
Join the spelling games Then have a role play at the classroom.
Still not to my, I expect. Saya, okay.
I think one of the most important is quality monitoring and observation by management department.
Dr. Ng, you have a present for the teacher. Okay, I'm talking about pedagogy and strategy.
To be simple, I would prefer children learn through storytelling.
Activity, okay.
老师这里，
好，
我在这里，老师，我要试一试。
我剩2个而已哈。Circle time is the daily activity here. I mean, I'm talking about approach or strategy.
老师这
For
里，
example, I'm talking about thematic approach. Keluar cepat, cepatlah keluar. Because we need to rush for the time also, okay?
3E, education, exposure, and the 3E are exposure, education, experience.
This is from SSM, yeah? I'm talking about KSPK. Inside KSPK, we have strategy, for example,
teacher，
thematic approach. We have, for example, project-based, yes?
教室想念比查，
Huh?
教室想念比查。
Okay, this is maybe SSM, yeah? So I'm talking about curriculum, yeah. Melalui bermain, jadi tadi dah cakap. Material, that is the process we should do. I'm talking about appropriate strategy. Okay, close. Hello. Okay, wait. Okay, we have other things later on. Yeah, we have other things later on. So when we talk about appropriate teaching and learning strategy, actually, according to Judy, yeah, or as we all know, look at the slide. We have single concept, we have integrated concept, we have unit, we have thematic teaching right now. We have inquiry-based, we have project-based. All these are the teaching approaches or strategies that we will be used in our kindergarten. I'm not sure, do you use that? Or you still use table and chair and children sit in their place, and listen to you and do some movement and all that. Then maybe you are using single concept, or you integrate across the domain. Or you are using thematic 主题教学 bertema, or you are using project-based. All these actually indicate us that more child initiation or initiated activities approaches, it will encourage the children to be engaged with more decision making, and all this method will be enhanced or prepare our children towards the 21st century. I'm not sure about SMM. What are those strategies or approaches that you're using? But we may look into that further, because the world trend, we are towards the child-initiated. Child-centered is basically the very foundation of basic principle in early childhood or in education line. But when we talk about the approaches that we would like the children apply the skill in their learning so that they can relate to the real world, the approaches and the strategy actually sometimes is important. That is not only the quality in the environment of the kindergarten, but it's talk about quality in strategy or quality instructional. Quality instructional. Maybe we would like to highlight this. Quality instructional. Yeah, quality instruction. So the young investigator project approach, yeah. So this is not from me, but this is by the research saying that the more child-initiated approaches or learning strategy will help our children in acquire the skills as well as short-term and long-term impact on their social emotional development and their academic achievement. Ini bukan cakap Siew ni, cakap-cakap je, ni cakap orang international ya, secara keseluruhan ya. So we would like to look at that. However, how much time there are left here? Can somebody tell me? Okay, however, I think the project approach what we are doing now or the activity we are doing now in our preschool classroom, I still feel that there are some gaps over there to bridge to the real world. Because you remember the first slide that I said, in the 21st century, what kinds of world that we would like our children to live in? If we want the child to have a good future world, then they need to do some learning and they can apply the skills and to get the ideal world, yeah, the ideal world, the utopia that we have in our mind. Yeah. So I think the humanity is the lacking there. So I would like to have this Tumblr challenge with you all. You have a paper, right? You find your partner. Everybody have a paper and pencil. Don't tell me you come to the conference without pencil, yeah? Then I will deduct your salary then. Tak ada pencil. Alamak. Mana boleh datang conference tak ada pencil ni? Pen ada tak? Pen ada. Okay, guna pen lah. Tak ada guna lipstick lah. Okay, talk to your friend. You have a paper with you, right? Now the first challenge. First thing, don't do first, yeah? First thing, you choose your partner, you look at your partner, sit beside you, look at her, you know, and then you started to create or draw one tumbler. Okay, you all here, right? You all don't use tumbler. Huh? Ada tak? Botol minuman, tak ada. You have, So you look at your friend or your colleague. You design one tumbler or mug for her that can, you know, that she can use daily, you know, conveniently, you know. Okay, start now. Don't say anything. Don't talk to your friend, but you just start to draw. Design. You all designer ni. Tumbler or cup, either one. You draw it. You observe your friend. No, you don't ask. No talking. No talking. Only use your eyes. Look at your friends. Started to draw. I count to 20. For your partner. Now in pair. Dua. Alamak budak ni. Dua. Tak kenal pun tak apa. Di sebelah tu tengok kawan tu, saya rasa saya nak create lah tumbler ni untuk dia. Cepat. Saya ada hadiah ni, 2 je tapi. Okay? I will count to 20. Okay, count to 20. Have you done? No talking. Don't ask. Just look at her, observe what kinds of tumbler or mug that is, you know, good for her. Nanti saya akan kutip semua ya. So, okay, dah. Okay, now, have you done? Yes, done. Okay, now you show your design to your friend. Show your design to your friend. Now what you have to do is interview your friend. You tell her why you do this and what are those things that she wants to improve more on that. You interview with the question, what you have done or what you have designed. For example, what kinds of material you will be using for her, you know, what colors. At the same time, you interview her. What colors do you like? Is this shape good for you? when you use your tumbler at home or in your office, what is the things that you want to be better? For example, it can last longer, or bigger, or smaller, or the colors be striking. Ask your friend. Ask. After that, write down he or his need. What does he want? And then later you share with us. 水杯要有手提的。The material, to sustain cool and hot. Colors. The material. Now you are interview your friend and you write down, yeah? You write down. As detailed as you can. Alamak, when I say talk to your friend, semua tak cakap. Aku kata jangan cakap, dia orang pula cakap. Ni semua diam je. Apalah, kena. You have to interview your friend. Find out what is her needs. Tak ada kertas ni potong gaji. Ada tak? Okay? Okay. Now after asking your friends, the idea that she gave or her needs that you know now, does it help you to understand her better? Do you understand the needs better? Yes, right? We understand the needs better before we jump to solve it. The earliest stage we design by our observation, we say that is what she needs, but in fact, does it like that? So this step actually, when I say project-based learning, hello darling, hello. Okay. So, just now we say appropriate learning and teaching approaches. Okay, what we do in the classroom, we have to think about the needs of the children. Okay? So, of course, when we giving the example of the project that we can do with our children, yeah? So, or you can do at your school. So, slow down and understand the situation. Okay? Now you already understand your children better or understand your friends' need better, okay? When after this, move away from assumption to insight. Don't assume. Saya rasa lah, 我觉得. It's don't 觉得. When we want to solve problem or we want to do something for the friends or for the community or for the company or for yourself or for your school, we need to find out the needs. Okay? So engage with the user and design solution with instead of for. We always say, I do it for you. Sometimes I do it for you, you might don't want it. Right? But if I do it with you, I discuss with you, that is our decision together. Alright? So now the next step. Then only you start to imagine from what they say, from what your friend have said, you come up with a design. Now this stage, I will give present, really. Okay, create and design and get the feedback from your friends. You design now, quickly draw out. You asked already, right? What kinds of material that she likes? Glass, metal, yeah, or ceramic. And what are the criteria that she wants? Cold, can hold the cold water, or hot water, 24-hour hot. Or glass, can glass hold the heat? Okay, design, get the feedback from her. So for this step, imagine is brainstorm solution to improve, enrich and change the user experience. So from here you start to imagine and develop acting. Why we say acting? Just now is to understand, now is acting. Why? here in 21st century, in IR4, IR3, we say technology, digitals, we have all those things. But do we solve the problem based on the needs of our user? Say come back to company in SMM. Okay, SMM. We want to create platform for our teachers. When the teacher needs it, it will be good. But teachers don't want it, it won't be practical. So that is the things when we come to the active. Same to us, same to our children. We want to teach them whatever they want to do in their life. They are looking into the values or the needs of their friends. They want to help their friends, but they need to know the needs of their friends as well. Okay, when you choose to offer a solution, it asks you to take the responsibility at the same time. Okay? So we are not solving just because of solving, but we solve the problem together and to fulfill the needs. Yeah? Okay, for this step, you need to ask your friend or the clients or your customer what and why. So the next step will be do, plan and action, sense of agency and ownership. When you started or you let your children do the project, they will start to gain the sense of belonging, the sense of agency. Oh, I'm doing it. This is my idea with a friend's idea. So the sense of agency is important. Okay? The creative agency and the ability to take timely action. Develop excellence. The action follow the intention. So all the action we have done actually is intentionally, not saja-saja buat tau. Kita buat, kita ada maklumat, ada matlamat dia. Faham tak cikgu? Datang ke conference ni, mesti ada matlamat dia, nak dapat, selain daripada dapat hadiah kan, nak dapat knowledge kan. So the intention, the followed by the action, then your action is prepare with your notebook, with your pencil, not pencil with your iPad notebook, something like that. True or not? I datang untuk pakai cantik-cantik je, then I bawa lah lipstick saja. Betul tak? So the intention is very important. The focus on the detail allow the action to improve the quality. Alright? So the next one is share. So after they create, after they design, the next step will be sharing. Share and share. Fearless. Share. Encourage the children to share their idea or share the action they have done. Okay? Now, for example, here, you all are doing the sharing of the best practices in the kindergarten or share what you have achieved throughout the journey. Share. Sharing is to gain the knowledge and to enhance the learning process as well. Okay? So now, I would like to ask anybody can bring out your design before and after and briefly say, this is the design, my friend love it so much. Siapa? Who can say? Come. Sure, come. Come, we have 5 minutes more, is it? How much time do I have?
This is my partner just now. We create a cup and a tumbler for she and for myself also. Okay, this is from me to teacher Xia. Okay, at the beginning, I create a very big tumbler. Why? Because teacher Xia is one person that really loves to drink water. So I make it with a love, then with a big smile. Because this is what I think she needed. Okay, after that, okay, after I discuss with her and then I know that, oh, maybe sometimes she need what is she needed the thing, and then I draw a mark, a big mark, and then write down, slow down and just enjoy your life. Okay, this is what I know from her thinking, and then what is she really need, because she is very busy, I know, and then a mother. Okay, so that's why I write down here, just slow down and enjoy life. And then the big star, and then the love. That's why this is what I draw for her. Yeah. Okay, teacher shall also draw for me. Okay, yeah, this is the thing that before and after.
This one is actually for my friend and us. Because every morning she come in is very happy, smile face. And then we do the grading to children. So the children also know teacher and is very smile and happy. She always bring the water, hot water drink because she always feeling cold. So you don't eat. This is our sharing. Thank you.
Alright, thank you so much. Yeah, so when we are talking about actually what this 4 step is design for change is about design thinking. So when we do some design thinking in the project-based learning or in other teaching strategy, we need to take care of, we need to look into the steps that what I want to say is about the feel. The feel is the love. Yeah, you look at the first drawing is the love, the feel that you feel for your friends and you want to find out what they want. Same to the children when we want to teach the children. So for the step 4 is share. Sharing is not, I think sometimes when we do some sharing, the children do some sharing, actually we reduce the sense of competitive, the competition. But we teach them how to share the knowledge and to be brave and to gain more feedback and to gain more knowledge from their sharing. Okay? So from there, from Ayo, can I do that? 2 into I can. That is the design for change idea. I just share a little bit of the design thinking process with you, and how do you feel after the challenge? So normally, if you go through the 4 steps with your children in the project-based learning, normally you will see that. We learn that what we want to give doesn't mean that people want it. So you need to have the empathy, learn more. So in our early child education, we also want to cultivate generation have empathy, develop their empathies, towards their friends or towards themselves or towards their family or the community. So being understood, dia faham apa saya nak tu, saya rasa gembira. Develop the feeling, And then I'm so creative, You see, you all are so creative, you can come up with the idea, and I can do more than I can. That is the things that we need to cultivate among our preschool children in our classroom. So, reflect on our teaching in the classroom. If you want to acquire this 21st century, only with the table in front and the worksheet in front and write and do and listen, write and do, sing song, write and do and listen, will they acquire all these kinds of sense? Will they acquire the skill? So do you want to change to the better SMM, early childhood education? Put up the SMM brand, the people already know what you are for. So that is the thing. So I'm just share with you the colors in the food. There is a project that have been done in the preschool. So project based is not that difficult. But of course, this project we cultivate, we embedded the sense of to solve the problem where the food waste in the school. The teachers prepare the food, but the food is not finished by the children, and how the children want to overcome the problem. So this is the humanities, the humanizing the project approach in the school context that we did with the children. But of course, I'm still not, I would say that this project is not like perfect. So the teachers is improving from time to time. So this year, the teachers are going to do about the place in the school that is the children think they can do something better while waiting for the children. That the upcoming project in the process. So you can look at that. And actually, I've already take up a little bit of time, but we just watch it and quickly sum up. Okay.
This is teacher. I am Relia. We are from SJ from Malaysia. These are my teachers.
Okay, thank you. So this is a project have been done in the school. It's not that perfect, but we can see that actually we bring in when they found that we have the children found that they have food waste in the class. Yeah, they keep thinking that porridge never finished. You know, the teacher assistant said the porridge never finished. The bihun yang putih-putih itu kan always not finished. So they ask the children, so how we should do with this food? We cannot force you to eat, but how we can? So the children started to find out the problem is because they don't like the vegetables in the bihun. The porridge is too plain, no colors. So at first, actually, they talk about they want the rainbow noodle. They want the noodle not only in pink color, red color, but they want to have the taste of strawberries, blueberries. And they did that. They tried. And they make the noodle with the taste of blueberries and the strawberry and all that, and then they make it in the soup, and they let the friend try, and the friend said, "That's not nice." Yeah, just imagine with the sweet taste with the soup, right? So at the end, they give up that idea, and they change the idea into just color, but not the taste. So that is the process. What we want to say is actually, when we do some, we want the children to acquire 21st century skill is not by talk and chalk. We need to provide them with a rich experience where they can try the process, the rich experience process. That is very important. So 21st century skill is not that difficult to acquire among our children, but teachers, please, we need to do something to give our children, remember, rich experience in early childhood or in preschool classroom is truly important. Yeah, it's truly important. Then, of course, we want, as I say, I always want to tell you that the first slide and the second slide about the world they are going to stay in, to live in the future, we need to make them to have that kinds of humanity. The values, they need to have that. It's not to solve the problem per se. In fact, teachers don't need to go through all the steps like investigate why the food waste, interview the friends, interviews the teachers, you know. But they can always say, okay, I do the project, buatlah sandwich dekat kelas kan. We always did that, right? Sandwich in the class. So does it serve the purpose of that? You know, the humanities, humanizing, we don't. So that is the things that we can always bring in with our children. So in early childhood context, yeah, this is from my scope, address the flaws and limitations. We need to overcome the adult-centric view, not from our view. For us, educators or, you know, a very conventional educator will say, give them more workbook lah, baca lah banyak-banyak, then they akan jadi pandai. Yeah, that is our view. But for the children, we need to consider the incapable of coping with the harsh and the complex issue for the future. Then maybe we have to focus on developing experience rather than transmitting knowledge too. So we are here, we are the agents to change. Yeah? To change, to make a better world for our children. We cannot make the world better and let them stay in the future, right? But we can cultivate them with the kinds of skills and experience and the mindset so that they can sustain in their life in the future. Okay? So that is what we have it here, just a sharing. So do you want to challenge yourself? Can you challenge yourself? Yes or no? Can you challenge? Do you want to challenge? Alamak, tak ada jawapan pula. Do you want to change? Yes. I don't say you change word, I don't say that. I say change into a better educator, early childhood educator. Challenge yourself to be better and better. Yeah, that's all from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Siew, for your insightful sharing. Dr. Siew, we invite you to come on stage to receive a token of appreciation. To express our sincere gratitude, we are honored to invite SMM Education Group CEO cum Group Executive Chairman, Dr. Lim Teknik, to be on stage for the souvenir presentation to Dr. Siew. And once again, thank you, Dr. Siew, for today. We are truly honored to have had you with us today, and we appreciate your time and knowledge that you have shared.